Come on, kid. Hey, I pay you for protection, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And you're pretty good, they tell me, huh?
Yeah, well, I do my best.
No, listen, you must be some damn near genius. I mean, I'm gonna be sitting in there in the sauna, and you're gonna give me 100% protection sitting out there with the dames, eh? That's fantastic.
Well, I just thought...
They're not paying you to think, kid. In the old days, they knock you off in the barber shop. Today, it's the sauna. Come on.
Hello, Arthur. Everything fixed?
All set.
Okay, let's take it one more time. You lob the rope over the back wall at exactly 3:05. Got that? And for Gord's sake, have some mattresses handy. It's a long way to jump from the top. On the other hand, seeing as I'm out of here legit next week, better not bother. Who's minding me, Arthur?
Nice bloke. Friend of mine. You'll get on.
He may be nice, Arthur, but is he good? Charlie Mellors isn't noted for his sense of humour. His idea of fun, stamping on spiders.
One of the best.
He better be. I'm too young for concrete wellies. Who is it?
His name's Terry. Strong as an ox. And almost as handsome.
I think I'm going to faint.
Don't worry, kid. They say, cleanliness, that's next to godliness.
So's death. Oh, God. Come in. It's open. Oh, go on, Bennett. Are you deaf or what?
What? Hey, what's all this?
Arthur, if you value your front teeth, I'll talk about something else.
From Senior Gambetti, with love and gratis. Gonna recommend you to his friends. Before you know where you are, you'll be minding Sophie Loren.
Listen, when you fixed me up with this maniac eye-tie, did you know that he was a sauna and massage freak?
Get on.
Yeah. For the last 7 days, I've been sweating cods in a steam oven, while a woman was trying to strangle me. Woman? Huh. She made King Kong look like Shirley Temple. Now, did you... Come on, own up. Did you know this? Yes or no?
I did not know this, Terry. I swear I did. On my sainted mother's grave.
Now, normally this would be okay for me, Arthur. But I happen to know that your old mum is alive and well and living in Frinton.
Yeah, well, never mind that. I've got something else for you. Right up your street. For this, my son, you hardly need get out of bed.
Good. Great. Who is it? Chris Bonington?
Cushy isn't in it.
Pull the other one. It plays Hey Jude.
His name's Stubbs. Albert Stubbs. He's just finished a 4 stretch for bank robbery.
You're not listening to me, are you, Arthur?
Look, his oppo's got 15 years apiece. All Stubbs did was drive the car and wash the loop. And here we come to what they call a nub, Terry. Bury it. All 50 grand.
What we got here is a failure to communicate.
Now, look, when he comes out, his problem's going to be there's going to be people who want to know where he's put it. Huh? Well, aren't you going to ask me who?
I've got to give it to you, Arthur. You are a trier.
One of the gang was Charlie Mellors. Remember what the papers called him?
Yeah. The Dillinger of Dagenham.
No, he's not the problem. It's his wife, Rose. She's been asking Charlie for years where it's all in, but his lips are sealed. Marriage vows are not what they used to be, Terry.
I thought you said something about Cushy.
Look, you mind Stubbs for 1 night, maybe 2 at the most. Just give him time to arrange some corner of a foreign field that is forever Mersey. Pick him up at the nick, bring him back here, lock the door, he's Crown Court and Jack and Ori all the way. Straight up, you'll never earn bread more easily.
Yeah, but it's well bent, isn't it?
Well bent? You know I never touch anything that was even a bit bent. Now look, what are we doing? We are protecting a man who has paid his debt to society from the unscrupulous clutches of others. Tell me that we aren't.
I don't like it. I've heard about that Rose Mellors. She's She's bad news.
Oh, forget her. Time she finds out, he'll be long gone. She doesn't even know he's coming out. Nobody does. Except us.
A couple more like these over there, okay?
Rose!
What is it, Jack?
Guess what?
You joined the Bolshoi Ballet.
You what?
What do I have to guess?
Stubbs is coming out.
You sure?
Tomorrow. Here, I'll have that. Sorry.
Who's that? There he is.
The hills are alive with a sound of
Oi, you Stubbs?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll cut the bleeding cabaret and get in.
Come on, Jack, we're going to lose him. What's it? Get a move on, Jack.
Oh, shut up! I'm doing me best tonight!
Look, you're losing him. Move it!
You, Terry?
I hope so, pal, for your sake.
Nice one, Terry.
Easiest bread you'll ever earn, he said. No one else knows he's coming out.
Tasty.
Yeah, well, it's home.
Yeah, Tom,
Terry.
got any booze?
Booze? It's 9:15 in the morning.
Not in Hawaii.
What about a cup of tea?
Listen, nearest thing I've had to a drink in the last 4 years is half a pint of aftershave the Christmas before last.
Yeah, hold on.
Ah, not exactly the Ritz cocktail bar, is it?
No, not exactly.
Here, Tom,
Terry.
you, got any numbers?
Numbers?
Yeah, you know, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more.
What are you on about?
Oh, blimey, O'Reilly, lad. Numbers. You know, to ring. Swedish masseurs, correction and poetry reading a speciality.
Pimping comes extra.
Stick it on the bill. 4 years, sunshine.
Now listen, pal, it's time we had a little chat.
Pub's still open 11 o'clock.
Now listen, and listen good. While you're here, there'll be no pubs, no nookie, no nothing.
Oh, stroll on, Tommy.
You're getting closer. It's Terry. Now come on, say it after me. Terry.
Terry.
Better.
I know nothing.
Security.
Oh, Triff. I get lumbered with Carruthers MI5.
No. I'm just the silly sod who agreed to mind you. And for some daft reason, I take my job seriously. So while you're here, which I hope is for a very short time, you will stay inside and there'll be no visitors. Got that?
Might as well have stayed in prison.
Yeah, but you didn't, did you?
4 years is a long time.
Eternity's longer, Sunbeam. And that's where you'll end up if Charlie Mellor's old woman gets her hands on you.
Listen, Rose and me, we used to be like that.
Oh, yeah. Who was on top? Listen, that was her this morning. Sure as guns are iron, and she'll try again. Don't that worry you?
Quite right, sport. I'm in your hands. Whatever you want.
Arthur said you're fixing up somewhere abroad.
As soon as I dig up the letters, yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't want to know about that, OK? I'm strictly a minder. As far as I'm concerned, I'm just here to see that you don't cut yourself while you're shaving. Hello? Hello, Arthur.
Everything go all right?
Yeah, he's here. Just one thing. Rose Mellors was there.
No.
Yeah, it's a must. And the Dagenham Girl Pipers, for all I know. Look, what you do? Put an ad in the Daily Mirror.
But you got him away. You got Stubbs away all right.
Yeah, he's here. Arthur. Has he got all his marbles?
Albert? Sure, why?
Well, he don't seem too concerned, and people in his situation who ain't worried, well, they worry me.
Ah, he's probably still a bit stir-crazy. All that freedom's gone to his head.
Look, he's asking me for a bit of how's your father.
Well, prison does that to a bloke, Terry. Don't it?
No, girls. He wants a lady.
Well, I don't suppose it will kill him.
Well, no, but...
Yeah, carry on the good work. Must go now. Bye-bye.
Oh, hold on, Arthur. Listen, mate,
There we are, dear. That's £1.50. Lovely rose, that. Peace. If that don't bring your fella back, he's not worth it. Well then, Jack, who was it? Who's got him?
It wasn't Packer's mob. They didn't even know he was coming out today.
But then who was it?
Could have been the law.
I don't think so. Look, spread the news around the street. There's a century for who finds him.
Yeah, it could have been a bank copper. You know, maybe one who'd done a bit of a dodgy deal.
Just spread the word, Jack. I'll do the rest.
Oi! Stubbsy! Stubbs!
No.
To Charlie Mellors and Bernie Packer. Two of the finest blokes it's been my privilege to know.
Come, landlord, fill the flowing bowl. A glass of your excellent ale.
Ain't the best. 52, Governor.
52? I suspect you've made an unwitting error there, landlord. 32, perhaps.
Where have you been lately, Squire?
Where the average wage was 50p a week.
Oh, it's like that, is it?
Yes, and if I'd known what was happening to the nation in my absence, I'd have stayed inside. 52 pence for a pint of bitter is daylight robbery.
Aye, well, you'd know more about that than me.
Oh, my aching rib. Trains amusante. Charlie'd appreciate that one.
So, you knew Charlie Mellors and Bernie Packer, eh?
Yeah, we're in my name.
Dillinger of Dagenham, what?
How one comes to despise gut. Cheerio.
You worked with them then?
Only still with the best. That's my motto.
Right. What's your game?
Ah, landlord. Allow me to introduce my associate.
Hiya, Terry. Who's your friend?
May well ask. Come on your toes, we're going.
Oh. So now, the end is near. And as I reach the final
You've got
curve...
a right Egypt there, son.
Say that again.
He's been telling me he's a hard man.
Between the ears. Come on, we're going.
Oi, what's up?
Go back to sleep, it's safer. But get your shoes off the bed.
Oh, I was dreaming. I was back inside. It was Tuesday. Best day of the week. Cauliflower cheese for dinner.
Yeah, it's one goodie after another in Nick, innit?
You done any? Time.
Listen, what do you tell Mickey?
Who?
Mickey, down the boozer.
Ah, nothing.
You do that again, son, and I'm going to give you a slap. Do you understand?
Yeah. Sorry. It's been a long time.
Yeah, so you keep saying.
The winning answer came through in 15 seconds, would you believe? And here is the lucky fella. Hello, who's this?
Hello?
Your name, sir?
Albert. Albert Starr.
All right, Albert. What film ended with the line, Mother of Mercy, is this the end of Pricko?
Little Caesar, starring Edward G. Robinson, made in 1931. Directed by Mervyn LeRoy.
Fantastic. You must be in the film business, Albert.
No, nothing like that. Last 4 years I've been in the Nick. Just got out today.
That's you!
Well. It's your lucky day and no mistake. Tell me where you live, Albert, and we can send you on the T-shirt and the car sticker.
Flat 14 Langford Road, Essex.
You are out of your bleeding tree.
No, I always was good on films.
All right, then, come on. What's your bloody lark?
What do you mean?
I know. It's one of Arthur's little jokes, isn't it? I'm on candid camera.
No, it's nothing like that. I just didn't think, that's all. Sorry, old son, honest. It's just like being out and all. I can't handle it yet. Not for a bit. You know what I mean? What you doing?
Thanks to your competitive spirit, we've got to get out of here.
Oh, yeah, reckon.
This is a...
Look, there must be thousands of Albert Stubbses around.
Oh, yeah. They've all done 4 years, they all came out today, and they're all nutters. And I'm looking after every sodding one of them. Yeah, hello. Is Arthur there, please? Daly, Arthur Daly. Oh, well, if he comes in, could you ask him to phone Terry, please? It's urgent. Yeah, no. Ta-da. All that cauliflower cheese has scrambled your brain.
So, we're not moving then?
No.
I think we should.
Oh, and where should we go, Maestro? Fort Knox? Wait! Don't you want to see whether you made the news?
Don't let go.
Yes. Yes, thank you. We heard it too. So did everyone else. Thanks for calling. The what? The reward? Only 100 just for listening to the radio. Jack, you look like desperate Dan Lavernia. Go and serve. Hello. Yes, we heard it as well, thanks. Yeah, well... No, don't bother, we'll call you. Up yours too, darling. Oh, my God. It's all right, Jack, I'll serve the lady. I've got a job for you. Come quick. Oh.
Sit down.
Change the
channel.
Ah, now that's not fair. I want him.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I'm sorry, pal, you can't have him.
Out of my way, Doris.
Now, you know the rules. I'm minding him. Now, if I was to let you have him, well, my reputation would be shot, wouldn't it? I wouldn't get a job anywhere, would I? You know that, don't you?
Look, I can explain.
Sod this for a game of soldiers.
Wait! Where do you think you're going?
Leave off, I've had enough.
You've had enough. Listen, son.
Do you want some and all?
No, look, I can explain everything.
Yeah.
Would you go through to the conservatory, please, gentlemen? Wholesalers. What are you trying to do, ruin me?
There you are.
Here I am what?
You what?
Who's your girlfriend?
Oh, leave all throws. It's Stubbs, isn't it?
Oh, Jack.
Look, I can explain everything.
In other words, this ain't Stubbs.
Not in other words, Jack. Those are the words.
Who's this then?
Martin Borman, for all I care.
Now, beating me up won't help.
You want money on it?
Wait a minute, put him down a sec. Right then, love. What's your real name?
George Wilson.
Oh. All right then, George. Calm down. Now then, why don't you tell me why you've been going around calling yourself Albert Stubbs? Huh?
You'll wear that watch out, Albert.
Can't we get started?
It's still daylight.
It won't be when we get there.
Look, you've waited 4 years. Another 4 hours isn't going to hurt. Take your coat off. There's another one in the fridge.
This is
You can't wait to get back inside, can you, Albert?
I've done my bird. They can't do you twice for the same job.
The moment you touch that money, you're handling stolen property. You should have got a job in the library, my son. Boned up on the law. I knew a fellow once, did a wages snatch. Found a nice quiet field, shoved the take in a deep hole just before he was nabbed, just like you. Came back 5 years later to dig it up.
And?
Got done for obstruction.
What?
Where he buried it was now under the fast lane of the M4.
I really need to hear that.
Here's another fellow I knew.
As a conversationalist, Arthur, you leave a lot to be desired.
Just trying to pass the time.
How's your mucker doing?
No, don't worry about Terry. He knows his job. What's this?
I've been looking everywhere for you. Why's your blower on answer phone?
What you doing here?
What do you want first, Arthur? The bad news or the really bad news?
What's happened?
Well, open the door. It's Stubbs.
What's happened?
I've lost him.
Lost him? Where?
Arthur, the man is mad. It's a pedigree basket case. You know what? He only got his name and address announced on the bleeding radio. Who's this?
Albert. Albert Stubbs.
No, I'm sorry, I'm not quite with you, mate.
The real one.
The real one?
Yeah.
Well, who was the geezer I've been minding?
Ah, well,
Well, come on, who's that clown who's been sending me round a twist? Decoy? Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting.
Well, no, you see, Albert here knew there'd be some people waiting for him when he came out, so he did a deal with another bloke who looked a bit similar, who was coming out on the same day, so that he could sort of draw their fire, so to speak.
And where, so to speak, do you fit in?
Coordinator, that's all.
Where's Wilson?
Who's Wilson?
George Wilson.
Your man, one of the best con men in the business.
I should smack you. Now, you've got no right to use me like this. I suppose it never occurred to you to let me in on it.
No, listen, son, I'm sorry, but I was following the need-to-know principle.
The what?
Well, the less you know, the less you can tell. It's all the rage in MI5.
I see. Well, OK. Working on your principle, all you need to know is that half an hour ago, Rose Mellor's minder hit me on the back of the head and snatched your George bleeding what's name, who probably by now is on his way to the great con game in the sky.
Telling them where you bloody live.
No, George wouldn't do that.
Are you kidding? Have you seen her minder? He'd make Harpo Marx talk.
No, George wouldn't do that. He can't. He don't know where I live.
They know your name. You're in the book.
Ex-director.
What, you?
Yeah. Kept getting all these obscene phone calls from women.
Get the car. We're off.
Hold on. Nobody's going anywhere.
What did you say?
Look, you set me up minding a geezer, right, and I lost it. Now, I dare say, to one of the world's great coordinators, this don't mean a lot. Or, of course, to the Birdman of Alcatraz, but to me, it does. You see, Arthur, first of all, I don't like being made a fool of. Secondly, I hate being bopped on the head. Thirdly, I don't like losing clients. So until he comes back, we're not going anywhere, OK?
You're going to stop us, are you?
How do you feel about cauliflower cheese every Tuesday for another 10 years? Right. So until I find George, I'm going to phone you every half an hour. And if I get a recorded message, or no answer, the next number I dial is 999.
Oh, dear.
Is that all you can say? Oh, dear.
I should have told him.
Oh.
I bet you're Terry.
No, I'm just a window cleaner.
I'm Mrs. Mellors. You can call me Rose.
You've got something of mine, Rose.
George is all right, don't worry. He and Jack are having a chat back at my place.
That wasn't very nice, was it?
I'll pay for it.
Thank you.
Just as soon as I collect what I'm due.
I was just going to put the kettle on.
You take the weight off your feet. You've had a busy day. How's your head?
Wonderful. Listen, why don't you just halve it with Stubbs?
Do you think I'm after copping the lot?
Aren't you?
Do I look like a dishonest person, Terry? Well, do I?
No, Rose. You look incredibly honest.
I bring my children up to share and share alike. That's all I ever wanted.
So what's the problem?
Charlie, my husband.
Well?
Well, when he finds out Albert's carved up the money with me, he'll go spare. Albert knows that. He wouldn't be safe in Guatemala.
Oh.
You see, he thinks that I'll spend it all before he and Bernie Packer get out.
No.
Yeah.
Listen, why don't you just put it in a building society?
That's what I told him. Invest it, I said. Keep ahead of inflation. But he never was much of an investing fellow, Charlie. So, you see the score?
Yeah.
You're very good looking, aren't you? Still, I suppose you know that.
Well, a man's got to believe in something, hasn't he?
What do you know about flowers?
They're plastic and they come in vases.
Oh, quite a little Percy thrower, aren't you?
But what about flowers?
Well, I run this gardening centre. It's a nice place. I need someone to help me manage it. It's good money.
It's tempting. How's business?
Blooming.
Yes, Terry, it's me. We're still here. How's it going? Hello?
This bloke of yours.
Terry?
Yeah, what's he like?
Salt of the earth.
You know what I mean. Can you trust him?
To do what?
He could turn me into Rosie Miller just for the hell of it. She's got quite a persuasive manner when she wants.
Nah. He wouldn't do that. Nah. Not Terry.
Now then, love. Where's this Arthur Daly live?
You give me George, and I'll tell you.
Deal.
Hey, Terry, how long are we going to keep this up?
Oh, look, just shut up and listen.
That's somebody at the shop.
Nah, it's no one. How'd you do that?
Oh, it's just a fluke. Go on, she'll go.
You, on your toes.
It's all right, Jack, it's all right.
You've got to go to Arthur's. He's got your money. Now,
Okay.
here's the address. No hanging around. You've got to go around there immediately. Take my car. It's just outside. When you get there, park outside Arthur's house and put the keys in the exhaust pipe, all right? Now, go on, swing her up.
We're just gonna let him go like that.
Now, you've got to be very quiet.
You are?
I'm very angry with you. You broke down my door. You hit me when I wasn't looking. Now, one of these days, you're going to go over the top and I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
I told you, love, I'll pay for all the damage.
Rose, he's balmy.
Now look, no more messing about. I'll get my side of the bargain.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, what about yours? Where's Albert?
You gonna believe him, Rose?
Oh, I always believe what fellas tell me. When I first met Charlie, he told me he was working in banking. Well, he was right after a fashion.
Rose, I'm not going to tell you where Arthur lives.
What?
I'm going to take you there. That way, Tarzan. If I don't deliver, we can have some fun. All right?
Oh, certainly.
Round and around the bleeding houses.
Yeah, well, it's not far now.
You said that half hour ago. Here?
Yeah, here. And then first left, and then first right.
First left.
That's this hand.
You watch it.
Look, Fittipaldi, why don't you just watch the road and drive?
You wouldn't be having me on, would you, Terry?
Where now?
There, right.
This could be the end of a beautiful friendship.
We'll still have Paris, sweetheart. That's it. Just up here on the left. Thank you, James. This'll do nicely.
What floor's he on?
It's... Hold on. There they are. That's Arthur.
And that's Albert.
Are you sure this time?
Yeah, that's him, no mistake.
Where are they off to?
I'll give you two guesses. I'll tell you what, Rose. If you were to follow them, I think all your troubles would be over.
Oh, come on, Jack. Be careful.
All right, lads. Cheers. All right, Stubbsy, come on. The bogeyman's gone.
Arthur said this was your idea. Yep, that's right. I'll tell you what, my decoy's better than yours.
I'm charging danger money for this, Arthur. Well, in overtime at least.
Keep trying, George.
Where are we going?
Let's call it a mystery tour.
Where are we? Waltham Green's down the road. Tell you what, I wouldn't have been surprised if there wasn't a bleeding great housing estate here. You and your mates have got a marvellous sense of humour. Come on. I knew a bloke once. Came back to dig up some money. Yeah, and it was under the M4. No, nothing like that. No, he dug it up all right, what was left of it. What do you mean? Mice. Oh, yeah? Yeah. It's in the Guinness Book of Records. Most expensive mice nest in the world, lined with 40,000 quid. Come on. It's got to be it. Away you go, then. We'll take it in turns, yeah? No way. I've stuck my neck out enough for you. Anyway, you need the exercise.
They're going to clock something's wrong soon, Arthur. They got to.
We're halfway to bleeding Luton.
Just keep him in sight, Jack.
Why? Payday! Dude, why don't you send up a flare so everyone will know we're here? Come on, give us a hand! We'll open it at your place.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, grab hold! I suppose you'll put Charlie Mellors and Bernie Packer's share back later, will you?
I'll look after it for them.
I bet you will. Rather you than me, mate. God, it's big enough, isn't it? Hold on.
There's 50 grand in there.
I heard it was 60.
And the bloke who washed it took 10 in commission.
10 grand? Gordon Bennett, talk about robbers robbing of robbers.
Had no choice, had I? The money we nicked was in brand new tens. He changed it into used onces. That's why I needed a big box. Have you ever seen 50,000 quid in £1 notes?
No, not recently.
Come on.
Be even lovelier when it's out of here.
How am I going to shift it?
You need a sack.
Leave off, I look like bleeding Santa Claus.
Well, that, as they say, pal, is your problem. But it leaves here fast. Right now, in fact.
But what am I going to carry it in?
We'll give you a hand, Albert.
I've got to get that door mended. Anyone can walk in it.
Oh, I should have your...
How's that?
Well, I mean, you've been here and all, with the money. Fantastic. And there was Jack when he found out you put us on a wild old goose chase, saying how he was going to reach down your throat, grab hold of your knees and turn you inside out. Close my ears.
Yeah, well, he's always had a vivid imagination, young Jack, ain't he?
Yeah. Still, as we're all here with the money, we forget all about it.
You know I'm a dead man, Rose. Charlie's going to kill me over this.
The weather's nice in Brazil this time of year, Albert. Give Ronnie Biggs a ring, you can dust down on his veranda. Have you got any old grocery bags, dear? Something to put this lot in?
Halves is it then, Rose?
We're getting close, Albert. You're warm.
Thirds?
I'll take Charlie's share. And I'll put Bernie's in the woolwich. Be a nice little nest egg when he comes out.
Charlie's not going to like this. He's going to be mad as hell. I shouldn't be surprised if he gets someone to have a go at you, Rosie.
No, he won't. Not when I tell him.
Tell him what?
Well, that you copped the lot, of course.
Oh, Rosie. You wouldn't tell him that.
Terry, what's all this?
Well, well, old home week. Well, I'll say goodbye, everybody. Oh, anybody want any flowers or plants? I'll give 50% off for Fred. It's all right, Jack.
Now, Rose, what about me?
Oh. Terry, I want you to know what happened this afternoon between us. The loveliest, most wonderful experience of my life. And I'll never
I meant the door.
You did. 2 bottles vintage shampoo.
Stroll on, that was sparkling Algerian.
Vintage shampoo, transport, a lot of transport, petrol, lunch, Havana cigars.
With you, Rose Mellors, and inflation, it was hardly worth it. Thank you.
And groceries, petrol, 4 cans of Guinness, the big ones, half a dozen phone calls and a pot of tea, and 1 shovel. Ta-da then, Albert. Now look after yourself and be very careful. There are a lot of very shady customers about.
Time I've paid George, I'll be out of pocket on this one.
Yeah, and bought a few pints. Come on, they're open.
I don't know why I bother to help people. With no appreciation.
No, it's like the man said, innit? You can't win them all. That's a bit of wisdom, that is, Arthur. Arthur! Still you're round? Mickey, this may amaze you, but Mr. Daly is going to buy a drink. So we want 2 pints of best, 2 whiskey chasers, a cigar, sir.
1 large vodka and slimline, 1 lager, finito.
You've got the longest pockets and the shortest arms than I've ever seen.
Yeah. Who's your other mate?
Mate, leave it out.
What was that all about then?
Do I ask you when you're watering the beer?
Thanks.
Well, Mr. D, to crime.
Cut that out.
Hey, just a minute. Not these ones.
What?
These. They're no good.
Hey?
Oh, what's the matter with them? What do you mean, no good?
Well, those are the old ones, aren't they?
So?
Well, you wouldn't have noticed, Mr. Rockefeller, dealing only in 20s, but we changed over onces in 1978. These aren't legal tender anymore.
Since when?
Since June the 1st.
Why not?
Well, they were all pulled in, weren't they?
What am I going to do with all these?
It's the truth.
You found Captain Morgan's treasure or something?
Are you trying to tell me we can't spend it?
What you do is, you step down the Bank of England, you fill in a form, and they'll change them for you, if you're lucky.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
I'm bloody glad you can see the funny side of it.
No, it's quite simple, Arthur. All you got to do is step over to the Bank of England, fill in a few forms, and they give you the money for it.
Don't know where you got all this lot anyway. They're nearly all out of circulation. I haven't seen one for ages. What's the matter, Terry?
I'll tell you what. Here, for charity. Arthur, you can go and fill in a few forms, and you can go to the Bank of England. I don't even know where it is.
I think I'd like to go home now.
get many of those at a pound, do you? Big girl when she grows up.
Oh.
Right. Young enough to be your daughter.
Well, what's wrong with that? That's what keeps me young.
Oh, I thought it was Philisan and Grecian 2000.
You can be very hurtful sometimes, Terence. Little doll. See, that's what her indoors don't understand. Young bird like that around keeps you feeling young. I mean, look at that Picasso. He always had a few young birds about. Kept him going till he was 90 odd.
Paintings weren't all that.
Arthur. Well, Stan. All right.
Yeah. Terry?
Stan?
Couldn't do us a favour, could you?
How much is it going to cost me?
Don't get me wrong. Do you think you could change it for me?
Oh, you and Scotch Harry had a bit of a tickle.
I know. Just a bit of luck. It's a good one.
I'll just see what the exchange rate is.
Could I have a light ale and all?
Do us a favour, Dave. Got some of my holiday money left over. Change that for me.
Straight, is it?
Of course it's straight. Think I'll go to the Seychelles with naughty money? About $2 the pound, isn't it?
Oh, I don't think it's as much as that.
No? Oh, well, give us 40 and 5 and you and your good lady have a drink. Oh, and my usual. Oh, and, like that.
You all right?
Yeah.
You look a bit worried.
Oh, no, I'm not. Honest. I thought I'd buy a new cardigan on Monday.
Nice.
There you are, Stan.
Oh, Tom.
Have I given up?
I thought you were taking it easy, Terry.
Oh, yeah, I always come here Saturday afternoon and sit here with an empty glass, don't I?
There you are, Stan. 8 fivers.
Is that all?
Oh, it's a rate of exchange, isn't it? Varies from day to day.
Didn't realise that.
Oh, yeah, especially on a Saturday afternoon. Something to do with Switzerland. Scotch Harry all right?
Oh, yeah. He's terrific.
You, got any more of those lurking about? $100 bills?
Well, to tell you the truth...
Yeah, I like that, Stan.
There is a few more.
Mm-hmm.
Just a few, like.
Well, why don't you get Scotch Harry and we'll do a bit of business?
He's barred in here.
No, I'll square it with Dave. As long as he's with me.
He won't come out.
Why not?
You could come round. He wouldn't like it, but if you've got some time...
Yeah, that's a good idea. Never know. Might get a drink.
Me, Harry.
Aye. Who have you got with you?
Arthur and Terry. Just bring them for. Look, just open up, I'll explain.
Did you get that carry out?
2 bottles of wine, Grand Beauty, lemonade, some cans of lager.
What are you two of?
Arthur changed the dollars.
So what? You can change them anywhere. I don't need these guys.
All right, that's fair enough. Come on, it ain't exactly Trader Vic's, is it?
No, just a minute, Terry. I think Harry's got a problem.
Drinking that, I'm not surprised.
Oh, tell him, Harry, please.
Now, where you go, you beggy jet? We're home and dry.
Why did you bolt the door then?
He picked the wrong guy's pocket.
Give that up. Oxford Street, full of Arabs. You ever try to pick an Arab's pocket? All you end up with a handful of terroline sheeting.
We was working the air terminal.
All right, I'll tell them. It was all your fault anyway. Right. So we're working the air terminal.
Is departing from gate 4. Passengers who have not checked in, please go to desk O.
I'm looking for a handbag, a flight bag, a suitcase. I mean, a fistful of credit cards and a checkbook will do us nicely. I'm plotting this young guy, right? The luggage looks good. And when this bird appears, he puts down the case. That looks really good. He's shouting the odds, why is he late and all that. Me, I'm in there like Kenny Dalglish with an open goal. I'm off, and they haven't even noticed. I'm heading for Big Stan, right? Then Rycott appears. DC Rycott. I thought he'd get kicked off the manor. I mean, that guy knows me better than my brother. I mean, I'm a magic runner, but I'm a wee bit out of training. Fried chicken, chips, chocolate, trifle. I could have had a 4-course dinner if I hadn't been so knackered. See some of their restaurants. They ought to be nicked. Big Stan had to take my good suit to the cleaners.
Well, what's your worry then? You got a result, didn't you?
Maybe aye, maybe no.
Why not?
Well, how come Rycott's not been round here looking for me?
How come you're still here waiting for?
Ah,
So you nicked a fella. You think Rycott's going to give up your Saturday off just for that?
why not? You'd give up your Saturday off for this. Get up.
How much?
Couldn't he count it all? Gave up. $500,000.
A lot, innit? Yes, it is a lot. Even at Arthur's rate of exchange.
Nothing on the news?
No.
No old Bill?
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, bit of a thief. Couldn't resist nicking the hotel notepaper. Font book. Smart, comfy. What nationality was he?
How the hell should I know?
What airline was he going on?
Oh, that Yankee one.
Pan Am.
Twa.
TWA.
Anyway, what does it matter?
Well, maybe we can find him.
For?
What for? Because you're going to have to hand it back, aren't you?
Are you kidding?
Not all of it, Harry. Obviously there'll be some disbursements involved. Commission, expensive. Mainly for you and Stan. Bit for me and Terry.
How come you two suddenly are in the act?
Because you're in trouble, old son, and you're going to need looking after.
He's right enough, Harry. Shut your face.
You want helping? You don't want helping?
Hey, what are you doing?
Stay here. I'll be back in a bit.
All right, wait just a minute.
Listen, what are you talking about, stay here? What happens if he gets a pull? I'm sitting there with a bag full of dollars, the old bill comes in, what am I going to say, eh? Oh, yeah. I always spend my Saturdays with Scotch Harry at one of his little cocktail parties.
The law won't come round.
What about the other one? They got that sort of dough, they're going to be a bit tasty, aren't they?
I'll be back soon.
Oh, you'll be back? Oh, that's all right then. That's really put my mind at rest, hasn't it?
We're earning, Terry. With something like this, we've got to be earning.
Look, Maurice, if I'd set it up, I wouldn't have come back here, would I?
Unless you were very brave. Isn't that so, Eric? Or incredibly stupid.
Look, I may...
Listen, Brian. We've had a very efficient system. In our business, everybody's accountable. You to me, I to certain people in France, they to certain people in Germany. We go through England because English people going abroad are never searched by their customs. We have a very good arrangement at Munich Airport with the unloading station. $500,000 lost. In my position, would you believe your story?
The man grabbed the bag and ran.
You are simply a pretty appendage to Brian. Your job is to look like an attractive secretary going abroad with your boss or boyfriend. Please don't interrupt again. Brian, you've drawn attention to yourself. And in our business, that's a very serious.
I'm sorry. I think you've got an ally.
Who?
Well, this Detective Constable Rycott. He knows the guy who snatched the bag.
Now he also knows you.
Well, he knows my name, but not my address. Okay, he knows I've got some. But if the price is right, that's for us.
Didn't occur to you that he might be selling you.
Well, of course it did. What else?
Eric, will you get...
Hey, he's one of the laggers.
You'd be better off with a stomach pump.
You sharp, you cockney.
All right, don't get cheeky, Harry.
Why not? I've been hit by bigger guys than you. David McDougall tried to bite my nose off one.
Oh, what happened?
What happened? I prized his false teeth out.
Very clever.
With my bare hand.
Hey. Hey, Harry.
What does he mean, this? Me, Harry? Doesn't even give her a password.
We haven't got a password.
Got some of them kebabs. I hate kebabs. I told you I wanted a chicken supper.
Place open all the hand.
You never do anything right.
Listen, you little Scotch punce. If you don't like kebabs, you could be eating Ken of me.
Hey, take it easy, son.
Take it easy.
I'll admit, kebab wasn't always my first choice. What would we having? The Ulster at that? Yeah.
Honest, Harry, these ones, they're magic. Any luck, they'll make him disappear.
Why are you so sure of this Rycott?
No. We sparred around for a little while. I suppose you could see I was pretty shaken up. I gave him a tale about company records and rewards. Look, I could just tell he's the sort of cop who would give your driving license to with a £10 note stuck inside.
And then he arrests you and slaps on another charge for trying to bribe a police officer.
Look, Rycott got the message. He knows I want the bag and that I'm not worried about an arrest.
What about him?
I mean, you arrest a bag snatcher, it's hardly overnight promotion.
He has his man's address?
A day, or maybe two. These people move about quite a bit. Look, Rycott gave me his home telephone number. He's on our side, Maurice.
Still a very big risk. If he finds out what's in the bag,
But I told him all we needed was the address. After that, I'd handle everything. He'd get his reward. Everything will be fine. If he finds the man, he's in.
Unless you get too greedy. Can you find out about this Detective Constable Rykott, Eric? Problem. So, we have a little sneak and hopefully bend police.
Maurice, I put the bag down for 20 seconds. Please, you've got to believe that.
Brian, it's all a matter of accountability. Are you frightened? Go. Dear Kim.
Right, all fixed.
Not much of a hotel, is it?
What do you expect? The top floor of the Dorchester? I've taken care of everything. Nobody's to know you're here. I've told the geezer you're 3 oil men down from Aberdeen. Terry, nobody goes out.
Yeah, okay.
Remember, you're all incognito. See you soon.
Hello, Terry. What you doing here? Incognito. I think we got the penthouse suite booked. Oh, yeah. It's Scotch Harry, innit? Haven't seen you in years, Harry. I'm no Scotch Harry. I'm his brother. Oh, yeah. Got it, right. Now, sign in, lads, and the first night's in advance. I thought it'd all been taken care of. Well, it ain't, and I've got to have a deposit. Do you take credit cards? No offence meant, but not from you, Harry. Look, I told you. You're mixing me up with my brother. Oh, sorry about that. Now, it's still £7 a night each in advance. What's the room service like? Just across the street.
Coach 151 Rotterdam is departing from gate 10.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sweetheart. I wonder if you could do me a little favour. A fella lost a bag here yesterday, and a friend of mine found it and would...
Pardon me, sir. It's a matter for our security people.
I don't know, sweetheart. See, I want to do him a favour. See, my friend thinks there might be a small reward.
It's a matter for our security man, and unfortunately he's not on duty at the moment.
Ah, well, there you are, sweetheart. See, he's got the address. All he needs is a name. It's not a crime just to give me the name, is it?
It was on the Munich flight, wasn't it?
That's right. He was doing a Neville Chamberlain.
I beg your pardon?
Never mind.
He was, Mr. Brian Ashton.
And he didn't take his flight?
No.
Thanks very much, sweetheart. You're doing a very good public relations job here. Don't suppose you ever get up to White City Saturday nights, do you? No, don't.
What do you mean?
Get out of it.
Why?
They don't believe us.
Look, the police guy's looking for the thief.
And if he doesn't... Anything Bonner is going to believe if he sees the money sitting in front of him. Even then, we're out of a job. They've screwed it up. I don't believe in accidents. Should have stayed selling insurance. I don't want you hurt. Hello? Who wants to know? Yes. Yes, this is Brian Ashton speaking. When? Yes, okay. Yes. Yes, I'm sure we have a little business to discuss.
What am I going to do then?
Well, just suss it out, that's all.
Listen, I could be walking into a load of trouble up there. You're supposed to be the business brain.
Yeah, of course I am. That's why I'm sending you in there to meet them. I want to reveal our hand.
What hand?
The fact that someone of my stature is involved in it.
Ah, it's really going to terrify them, that is, isn't it?
Possibly. In fact, more than likely, Terry. Besides, you need a backup man outside.
I'd rather have a backup man inside.
No, I've got to keep a lookout for Rycott. You don't know him all that well.
You'd probably be up there with them.
I'll give you a chance to meet him, won't it? Stop worrying, Terry. Just get in there and, in the words of Scotch Harry, do the bisou.
How much change have you got left?
About 15 quid.
Right, give us it.
For?
Because it's my money.
What do you want it for?
To get a carry out.
I'll get it.
Hey, listen. Do you not think I can cross the bloody street?
Arthur and Terry said not to go out.
So what? You're forgetting who nicked that case. I'm the guy that did the bizzle, okay? I'm the one that should be giving the orders, not them two. Right, give us the money.
Oh, look, Harry.
And never mind look. I only want to cross the street. A couple of bottles. Breath of fresh air. With all this dough at stake, is it likely I'd do anything stupid? I mean, who organises everything for us two? It's me, right? I mean, I look after you more than you look after me, don't I?
Best pal.
Of course, well, just give me a tenner. I'll go and get a couple of bottles. Breath of air. How would you like to get you some crisps?
Nice. Some of them cheese ones.
Barbecue bacon. Yeah. I like the cheese ones myself. I'll get the big bags, right?
Be good, that would.
Right. Back before you know it, Stan.
All alone, no?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Do we make formal introduction?
No, I don't.
He's not the guy who stole the bag.
I see. You some kind of a go-between.
An agent. A sort of commission agent.
How much?
Well, since we got so lucky, and we don't want to row ourselves in on your thriving little business, we thought 50 grand. In coinage of the realm, of course.
Who exactly are we dealing with?
I don't want to know your name, and I ain't going to tell you mine.
Oh. Professional.
Right.
I think I should make at least one introduction. This is Eric. Eric was with the SAS.
Nice for it.
He was the Sultan of Ukrama's personal bodyguard.
Wasn't that the one who got shot?
After my time.
Well, I'm sure you're very handy, Eric.
You obviously have somebody waiting downstairs.
Obvious.
Don't you think 50,000 is a little excessive?
Well, $500,000 ain't exactly bingo money, is it?
Do forgive me. I haven't even offered you a drink.
No, I won't be staying. You agree the price, we deliver the bag.
How do we get in touch?
We don't. We arrange the meet now. After that, you don't see us, we don't see you.
I hardly imagine we mix in the same socials.
You never know who you're going to run into at the hunt ball these days, do you, Eric?
Tonight, 10 o'clock.
Is that it, then?
That's surprising, really. Good as gold. Very trusting.
Yeah? I don't know they were all that trusting.
Hey?
Don't look round. I said don't look round tonight. Being followed.
Oh, you're joking.
Soon find out. Following and not all that well.
Yeah, that'd be the bold Eric. Funny, really. I thought he'd drop on us by parachute.
What now, then?
We hope the front door ain't locked.
What are you talking about, front door? What are you doing?
Looking for an address. Now he's got one. Highly trained killer. He's not all that, is he?
Bloody mushroom, bloody fair. Fair.
Hey, how's it going, Fred?
Hello, Harry. Haven't seen you for a while.
Here was a dram beer and a half pint of lager.
Right, Dolly look after you. What's up the like when I train viewing? I'll stay these days.
Ain't in a pick.
It's a way to be, Harry.
Oh, Mr. Riker, is he then?
Get in the car, Harry. Out of the rain.
Bit too pissed for your 800 metres this time, eh?
Hey, he's a flake. What have I done? Hey, listen, I was with my brother and my auntie. Ah, to hell. Whenever you like. I thought you were still over in E Division, Mr. Rycott.
Yeah? Well, I served my time, Harry, just like you. 6 years back as a wooden top. Very sweaty in the summer, those uniforms.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Mr. Rycott. I mean, you suit the plain clothes better. Oh, you were always a nice dresser, Mr. Rycott. I got a shock of my life when I saw you at that air terminal.
15 years and still a bloody detective constable.
You deserve better, so you do, Mr. Rycott.
Like you, Harry.
Ah, I just scrape by, you know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm doing, Harry, just scraping by.
You could have been an inspector and been out. Except for that wee bit of trouble, Mr. Rycott.
Good copper, Harry.
One of the best. I mean, see, for guys like me, you were always bad news, if you don't mind me saying that.
Screwed up my pension.
See, some people, no appreciation. Hey, Mr. Rycott, we just passed the nick.
Yeah?
Hey, what's occurring?
Well, you can't be doing with getting nicked again, can you, Harry?
Where are we going?
We're going to do ourselves a favour. You see, I don't get any pleasure out of putting away guys like you. It's not nicking people that counts, is it? Rehabilitation, that's the approach these days, Harry.
I thought rehabilitation was learning your trade or sending you a probation officer.
Yeah, well, they are a bit like that, these people. Do-gooders. You do a good deal, you'll be all right.
Yeah. Listen, I want out of here.
Shut up. Don't think of it, Harry. Broken legs, attempting to escape from police custody, damage to my motor. Good judge would stick 12 months on top for that.
Aye, right. Okay, if I have a wee drink, Mr. Rycott.
Why not? You wipe the top and I'll have one and all.
Nobody goes out. Just said he was going out for some crisps and a drink. Drink? You let him go out for a drink?
Why? He can't count one. I mean, I've been working on his behalf. I've been grafting for him. I've been face to face with a trained assassin. Yeah?
Someone wants you on the floor.
Great, isn't it? Nobody's supposed to know we're here. Now we're getting person-to-person call. Scotch Harry?
No, bloke wouldn't give his name.
Sorry, Terry. Honest, only give him a tenner.
With one of them in his pocket, he could be anywhere, couldn't he? Probably halfway to Spain for the next World Cup. Mind you, it'd be the only Scot there.
Okay, so you've got our friend. But we still got the money. What do you mean the situation's changed? You know where we are as well? No names. Oh, great. But we still got the money. An hour? Yeah, I'll think about it. I don't usually inhale these. Scotch Harry's just signed in at the Fontwell.
Hey?
He's staying the night and we probably won't see him again.
So what do we do?
So, you've got to make a choice, Stan. Friendship or dollars. Terry. It'd be a terrible world without friends, wouldn't it?
Hold on. Isn't that the Pink Panther?
Oh, yeah.
What about his comrades in arms?
He's on the payroll, isn't he?
Yeah, but how many others?
Nah, forget it. I think DC Rycott's doing a bit of freelancing. Always was a greedy man. Hello, Mr. Rycott.
Hello, lads.
Long way up your manor, aren't you?
I'm just waiting for a friend of mine.
Hope you're not going to nick him.
You haven't got a hidden microphone in there, have you, Arthur? I can't believe you try and fit up an hard-working DC.
Not my style.
Good. Have a nice meeting, lads.
A pleasure to see you, gentlemen. Eric will take the bag.
No, just a minute.
Your friend was very cooperative. I did tell you that Eric was a skilled man.
Oh, hey, fellas, I'm sorry. What could I do? That big guy fairly did the biz on me.
You didn't have to do that. We had to have names.
He's only a little guy.
But suddenly he was mixing with big guys.
Oh.
There is an old myth. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Don't believe that, Mr. Daly. Small people, they disappear. Nobody even cares. You drop them in the river and they don't even leave a ripple.
We're getting to the hospital, Larry.
I think so.
£500, and you're lucky, Mr. Daly.
Wait a minute.
No argument, no threat. Mistakenly, you involved yourself with a very big organization. You caused us an inconvenience, but business was merely interrupted. In half an hour, we can have disappeared. So take your friend, go, and forget.
He's my pal.
Don't you do that to me! Man! Oh, as you said, my friend, the smaller they are.
See to him, will you? Hey, give a kick at him, eh? Just one kick, eh? Oh, Mommy, Daddy, my toe, oh.
Who says you can never find one when you want one? Now, I've never grassed on anyone in my life, Mr. Rycott. But there's a little team up in room 1720 of very nasty people.
Aye, look at that, eh, Mr. Rycott?
One of them pulled a button off my jacket.
So are you on duty, Rycott? Because if you're moonlighting, sir, I don't think you're going to get paid out.
I'm nearly always on duty.
Good.
I think we've nearly made an honest copper of him.
minute. Excuse me. Yeah, look, come on, do me a favour. You know Scotch Harry's been barred here for 6 months.
Dave, he's with me. I'll vouch for him. He'll be as good as gold.
Stop messing me about, Bacon.
I'm all right.
Yeah, well, any naughty behaviour and he's out, right?
On my landlord's life. He's in my company. Need I say more?
Yeah, talking of your landlord's life, you know that $100 you gave me on Saturday?
Yeah.
Well, it's a wrong enough.
You what?
I took it to the bank this morning. It's a forgery. Very good one. Nevertheless, apparently they are all over the continent.
Forgery? $100?
On my bank manager's life, Arthur. So, you owe me 45 quid.
Honest, Dave, I don't know how that could occur.
But that is still 9 fivers, Arthur.
Since you got your hand in your pocket, that's a Drambuie shandy for him. There's a light ale for him. What do you want, Dave?
Bloody Mary.
A large Bloody Mary. I think I'll have a large Bloody Mary. And a slim one, you know, watch that. Have whatever you like yourself. Like a drink, now. Anybody want a drink?
Hello, Arthur.
Hello, George.
You got a kid down here, then?
Yeah, my boy, Terry McCann. Helps him out with their boxing.
No, ain't that public spirited?
Oh, yeah.
How's the little lady, then?
Oh, a diamond, George.
A treasure, eh?
Hard. Like flint.
He's still a bit tasty, your Terry, isn't he?
He does all right by me, I reckon.
Dad, can I stay at Brenda's tonight?
They say you don't mind subletting him. Is that right?
Depends on the price, George. And the job. Nothing dodgy.
Well, I'll put you onto something not strictly kosher. Come on.
Dad, can I?
Look, shut it, Anthea.
What's the score then?
There's a couple of punters use my place in South Kent. They need a bit of muscle. But the money's good, and I'll make them meet.
Why not? Make him have it, Terry. Go on, give him the old MEW.
Arthur?
Now, what exactly are you gentlemen looking for?
It's not easy to describe the sort of person we need.
Essentially, Mr. Daly, we're seeking a man who looks, you know, a bit...
tasty, but not too...
Not so much as to frighten.
Sounds like my Terry. What's the job?
Oh, simply to reassure a visiting client. Look after him. Discourage anyone taking advantage.
We wouldn't want him with any kind of, you know...
A shooter.
Terry never packs one. We're strictly legitimate. George knows that.
Then I think we can do business.
So where'd you hear about this?
George Lewis down the youth club, picking up his kid. Saw you boxing, reckoned he'd get you a job for a couple of days.
Who's George Lewis when he's at home?
He owns an escort agency. A club in South Kent. You know, discotheque and supper. A couple of tables upstairs, some girls.
What, is it all who raising Arabs?
Ah.
That'll be 126.
I've arranged an interview for you.
An interview? What's he want, a mind or a bleeding brain surgeon?
Here you are, 2 o'clock at that address.
Yeah, all right. Bit dodgy, though, isn't it? And wouldn't you think they could hire some proper muscle?
Or maybe they don't know their way around.
Yeah, but maybe they do.
Cheers. Cheers.
Mr. Elliot, I'm Terry McCann. I believe Mr. Daly had a word with you about me.
Have you been inside?
Look, just tell me what the job is, eh? It might be too high class for me.
Carry a piece?
No way. Anyway, what do you want a bodyguard for? Big boy like you.
It's for a colleague. A Mr. Saeed.
French?
Arab. Lebanon. He's in banking. Commodities. Very influential.
What's he want a babysitter for, then?
Oh, a bit paranoid out there in the Middle East. It's part of his contract. Rented house, chauffeur, bodyguard, manservant, you know the sort of thing.
Oh, yeah. My dad never travels anywhere without them.
He'll be here for 3 or 4 days. The car's a Rolls-Royce. what we're looking for is a driver come minder for Mr. Saeed.
Now, listen, I'm not pouncing around in all that chauffeur's gear like somebody's pet monkey.
Personally, I never thought monkeys could drive. But so long as you look tidy, wear what you like. Any questions so far?
Well, yeah. Let's get it straight. Is anybody liable to have a go at this Mr. Sayin?
Good Lord, no. You can look forward to a nice, easy 3 days.
Clock stopped.
Don't worry, the manservant will wind it.
Manservant?
Yeah. Mr. Sayin will need somebody to run down.
Listen, if I'm going to look after this geezer, I ought to be there when you choose this manservant. Check him out. I mean, we don't want a tea leaf about, do we?
There's no need to worry, Terry. Your Mr. Daly is providing the manservant, so he's bound to be okay. Now, where shall we start?
Yeah, well, we want to check all the locks, doors, windows, that sort of thing. All the light switches, creaking boards, anything that might put us in lumber if somebody has a go at us. I can't see Elliot being too pleased with you running around in his roller.
Don't worry, Terry. When the wind of good fortune blows, you've got to capitalise. Opportunity knocks but once.
What are you going to say to this geezer anyway? He's got a very busy programme.
Look, he's a banker, right? When did a British businessman, e.g. me, allow an Arab banker to walk in and out of his life without relieving him of the odd 100 G's?
Now, why would he give you 100,000? Listen, Arthur, I'm sorry, mate, but you're not in his league.
Terry. Oh, you do know how to wound, you really do. Not in his league, eh? Who looks after you, son? Who got you a job driving a Rolls Royce when 3 days ago you were barred from the snooker hall for a £6 debt?
Look, I'm getting late.
Yeah, well, don't forget the introduction. This is the managing director of Lockfast
Yeah, I've got all
Securities.
that.
I'll be just over here, walking by, sort of dead casual, you know, probably smoking a proper cigar.
That's really going to dazzle him, Arthur. Yeah, it's a brown roller right in front of you. The boot's open. No, Mr. Sayin.
You have some identification?
Yeah.
You work for Mr. Sardi?
No, Mr. Elliot. On a contract.
A contract? I hope not.
Oh, it's a contract, yes. The car's this way, sir.
Why? Bless my soul.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Sayin, this is Arthur Daly, managing director of... Sorry, mate.
Who on earth is that?
Lockfast Securities, sir. Managing director.
My God, I'm being plagued by scavengers. Please drive on at once.
Steady, boyo! This isn't an adventure playground. What the hell are you doing here? Bleeding manservant, isn't it? Arthur hired us. Some chic.
Look alive, he's here.
Oh, Your Highness. The Sheikh Sayin. Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Yes, I heard the offender's limousine pull up outside. And I was sure the Sheikh would be grateful for a refreshing glass of cognac.
It is kind, but it is against my religion. Your name is?
A Dai Llewellyn at your service. Fendi, we are a bit front. For tops in cooking and the washing of bottles, as they say, look no further. Have no fear, Effendi. Dai is...
Well, Llewellyn.
No, Llewellyn, sire. But be not troubled. We Welshmen have great difficulties with Arabian words like camel and oil.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yes.
Llewellyn, I wish to bathe in 5 minutes, and I want no herbs or perfumes in the water. Also, please get my luggage from the car. Hang my suits, put my shirts, etc. in their places, and lay out my grey 3-piece suit with a white poplin shirt and a red silk tie. Also, I shall require a bowl of consomme and a water biscuit for my lunch in 1 hour. And I want this room arranged as a study with a desk there, so I can receive my guests on a formal business footing. Also, I am not ashamed. Neither am I an Effendi or a sire. I am Bassam Said, Sir or Mr. Said, to my staff. Understood?
Luggage from car, bath filled with water. A grey whistle, white shirt, red silk, soup, hardtack, and the desk in this room. No Oriental titles, just Mr. Ross. Got it. Your wish is my command.
Where in the name of Allah did he come?
Must be the agency.
Half-hour full-body massage. Assisted shower. Topless, 2-girl topless or VIP.
I only happen to be joint managing director of this place, darling. Where's Frankie?
Look, are you some kind of nutter? I'm going to get Terry onto you.
Terry's not here, is he?
How do you know?
Because Terry, like you, sweetness, works for me. Where is she?
Hi, doll. Come to inspect the investment.
Francis, at the risk of industrial action, will you ask this young lady to smile at the customers and make the service we offer sound less like a sentence of transportation to Newgate Assizes?
You heard the man. Be kind to the...
Right, Mr. We got this rich Arab up West Kent. Big house, waterable banknotes.
Come in. Can I have a word, please?
Of course. What can I do for you?
Something you said in the car. You asked me if I was carrying a gun.
Oh. No.
Is there something I ought to know, Mr. Syed?
No, nothing at all. I have some delicate negotiations going on back in my country. I'm sorry if I seem preoccupied.
You can always keep in contact by phone.
My presence is needed to avert complications.
Yeah, well, give me the simple life every time.
You know politics. What was it Byron said?
Politics? I thought you were in banking.
Yeah, and, come on. You know, you can't be a politician in my country without one of two things.
And what are they?
$100 million or a private arm.
Does this Terry McCann know what he's doing?
Let's say he's fairly competent.
Good. It is important that Sain is provided with a respectable bodyguard.
Have you heard from Beirut?
Yes, everything is fine. We can go ahead with our business.
Good.
Are you sure he's good for Essential?
Of course. Look, leave the finance to Arthur. I just want to sweeten him up for my little proposition.
All right, Arthur. Things I'd do for you.
That's a spirit.
I see. Did he leave a number where he could be contacted? I see. Thank you. Oh, that would be Mr. Sadi. He has an appointment.
Welcome to the body, Llewellyn.
Terry about?
What? Are you doing it?
Where's the punter?
Mr. Sain is in there. No, I don't think that's a good idea.
Hey, what's this, mutiny?
No, he's not expecting. He's waiting for a geezer called Sard.
Di, kindly announce to Mr. Sayin that the security advisor to Mr. Elliot and Mr. Sardi would be grateful for...
You are from Mr. Sard?
We are business associates. May I come in? Thank you. Boudin, one of my favourites. But if pressed, I'd have to admit a preference for cannelloni.
Canaletto, surely.
Indeed.
What can I do for you, Mr...
Daly, after. I understand you're in bank.
That is one of my...
Which is no doubt why you require the services of my man, Terry. Danger of kid. But London is not like Rome.
I have good reason for requiring a bodyguard, Mr...
Daly. Of course, Mr. Sayin. One can't be too careful. And with my Terry as your minder, you couldn't be in better hands. Why?
Mr. Daly, I am a busy man. Please come to the point.
I have private business interests. Capital very much in a spoke-for situation, so to speak. The opportunity to make 4.5 million.
Oh, I am very pleased for you.
And I am prepared to offer a businessman of impeccable credentials, such as yourself, the opportunity to make a small investment, say £150,000.
Yeah, I have not that kind of money.
Oh, I'll arrange a meeting to familiarise you with all the details. I mean, my accountant...
Forgive me, but I could not contemplate doing business with a... Forgive me, complete stranger.
Well, perhaps I can take you out to lunch. Shall we say tomorrow? 1?
I'm afraid my schedule... Pleasure to meet you, Mr...
Daly.
Goodbye.
Perhaps some of your colleagues.
We are not in the investment. Thank you for a generous offer.
Well, at least we've made contact.
Indeed.
I'll just leave you my card.
You are too kind.
Day or night.
Goodbye.
For the present.
All right, Chief?
You know, Terry, I have been to London before.
Yeah?
I stayed in the Dorchester Hotel, private suite. 3 bodyguards, all armed. My first guest was the permanent secretary at the Foreign. What's gone wrong? Yes, I want to call Beirut.
Di? You all right?
Oh, sorry, boy. Just in the Sheik's recreation sorted out a bit.
What? Hold on. Leaking it.
All right.
Oh, don't get the wrong idea. This is for Franca's nerves. You know how it is.
Nerves? What's going on?
Now, a standard drill for your Arabism. Come this time of day, they like to slip into something casual like. He'd think that we were not on the ball if we hadn't spirited a little Turkish delight into his boudoir.
All right, whose idea was this, eh? You, get dressed. Come
Here.
on. Come on. Arthur's, right?
Well, he said he'd be good for a ton.
Now, listen, Di, something's up, so lay off the gargle.
What?
Well, I don't know, but something's wrong. I can feel it.
Bother, boy?
Yeah, maybe. In the meantime, you get her to the kitchen and spirit her out when the coast is clear. Got it?
And Khalid, did you talk with him? Yeah, I'm not sure. There's no sign of Sadi or the Englishman Elliot. Yeah, and no reply from the telephone. Very well. I shall call again tonight.
Everything all right, Chief?
I don't know yet. I'm sorry about your friend Daly and the business proposal.
Don't worry about it.
He'll survive.
I can't understand how a fit, bright young man like yourself should want someone like Arthur.
Yeah, well, I've often wondered that myself. Heart of gold, though.
And he got you this appointment?
Well, through a friend of his who met a couple of blokes in a club.
Elliot and Sud.
That's right, yeah. He said they needed a minder, and here I am. What's up, Mr. Sain? Don't you think I'm up to it?
No, Terry, I think you are very able. It's just... no disrespect.
Well, out with it.
I think you're out of your class. I'm sorry. My enemies do not box fairly. They are not English cricket players.
Enemies? Hold on. Elliot said he was hiring me to babysit a nice old banker who was a bit fussy about his status. He said you needed a minder the same as you need a big motor or gold taps on your bath. Appearances.
Elliot told you this?
Yeah, well, that was the drift. But now it don't square with the vibes I'm receiving. You're in trouble, aren't you?
Frankly, Terry, I cannot really afford to be away from Beirut right now.
Beirut? There you go again.
I'm sorry?
Begging the bleeding question. Look, we're talking about enemies, me being out of my class, and all because I suspect that I'm not dressed properly.
Dressed? But your clothes are perfectly...
No. Tooled up. Carrying a gun.
Ah.
So come on, then. Let's see what we're getting into.
I'm sorry, I'm merely getting impatient. Yet my hands are tied until Mr. Sadi returns.
Is that the truth?
Of course. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a great deal to do.
Where's Frankie? Is she gone?
Yes. Any more news on the bother, Terry, Bob?
I don't know, but I don't like it, mate. Listen, you just see that Frankie gets out of here, all right? Arthur? Yes, Terry. No, everything is not all right, mate. Listen, this bloke saying is into something really heavy.
Come on, Terry, don't let's get paranoid.
The last time he came to London, he had 3 armed bodyguards. Now, nice old bankers don't go around mob-handing.
You, reckon there's, danger?
I reckon. As you might say, Arthur, that is from Beirut.
For what purpose?
The purpose of topping.
Hello, you there, Terry? Get out now, right away, and bring Di with you.
Well, maybe I'm imagining it.
And maybe you're not. Maybe you're not. Look, I'll phone Elliot and tell him he's got to replace you. I'll tell him I need you for another job. And listen, Terry, if there's any aggro, bug out, right?
It comes down to shooters, I'm off.
Good boy. I'll ring you.
Okay, thanks. Thanks a lot, Arthur. You're a prince.
اشتغلوا خلا. شكرا. مع السلامة.
They can't find Saadi either, eh?
Well, you speak Arabic?
No. I read expression.
Why should I confide in you, young?
Look, you may have a private army in Beirut, but here in West Kensington, you've got me and a gargle-happy Welsh chef.
When I asked if you had a gun, I was surprised you said no. Elliot should never have provided me with an unarmed chef. Bodyguard, I had 2, all armed with submachine guns.
This isn't Beirut.
But Elliot knows that my life is always in danger. And then hired you. And a lunatic manservant. It's beyond my understanding. shooters! Oh my God! They're trying to get back in! Help! Terry!
One from the thin blue line.
What are you doing?
The law. Your ever-friendly London Bobby.
Don't call the police, please.
I'm sorry, Sunshine. It's my life I'm worried about, number one. Damn it now, innit? Know what I mean? They've cut the line.
Standard practice before an attempt.
You're magic, Abdul. You know that? You're really fun to be with.
Oh, Terry boy. Oh! Running off, are we? Come and stand and fight like men!
What is going on?
Hey, that's the one I squirted with a washing up liquid, Tell.
Yeah? Well done, mate. Come on, let's leg it.
Gentlemen, thank you. It appears I was very mistaken about
Yeah, we were mistaken about you and all. If you're a banker, he's a bleeding appeal court judge. From now on, Sunshine, you're on your own. And if you see any of your pals, tell them they better not show up around once.
I understand, Terry, how you must feel. Right, Terry. Let's go, boy. It was very brave of you. I mean, you were unarmed.
Yeah, well, this is out of my league. See you around.
I understand. Be careful on your way out. Cheers. Come on, Tell. I can hear the patter of a huge feet, boy.
We can't just leave him there, can we?
Oh, dear, you mad, quixotic fool, boy.
Come on.
That's right, Arthur. Shooters and everything. There's white tapes across the road.
Oh, you're joking, friend. You have to be joking. Oh, my God. Oh, my good God. Listen, you scarper. And if the law stops you, have a fit or something. Oh, this is a pleasant surprise.
You're in trouble, Daly.
Good Lord. My life is full of troubles.
Trouble like this is what we call fatal, Mr. Daly.
You're annoyed. I can always tell. Let me offer you a cup of...
No! Do you listen to the radio? Read the newspapers? You mean you haven't heard?
Heard what?
There was a small war yesterday up in West Kensington. At number 16, Billingham Gardens.
Oh, no.
Very well acted, bravo. Now tell us what you want, what the deal is.
Deal?
To return our client to us unharmed.
No, look. I'm not acting. I mean, you've got to fill me in on this.
You're Mr. Terry McCann, ace bodyguard, and the manservant have kidnapped our client.
Oh, no, this is terrible. Why have the police not been round here?
This is a diplomatic affair, Mr. Daly.
Yeah, but I mean, a kidnapping? You could try the sympathy angle.
We prefer to handle it ourselves. Now, you're a sensible man. Perhaps we could discuss some sort of financial arrangement.
What sort of financial arrangement?
We could pay you £40,000 to have our client returned safely.
Come into my office, Mr. Elliot.
Go to your friend, letting us toss here, Tell.
Yeah, well, he owes me a few.
Wakey, wakey, Omar Sharif. Grab up, boy.
I imagine several people owe money to you, Terry. Thank you, Lou.
I answer.
I assure you, Mr. Elliot, that if at all possible, I shall arrange this transaction to the satisfaction of all concerned.
If it's not possible, Mr. Daly, you know the alternative.
Alternative?
Understood?
Perfect. Yeah, look, if they won't agree to 40 grand, can I,
No games, chum. Just get Sain here by lunchtime, all right? And I'll bring the money.
40 grand?
Of course.
Hello, Terry. It's me. Listen, just as we figured, they've been round, and they have come up with a very interesting deal. Want to buy Charlie back?
No.
Terry, the man is offering a great deal of bread. 5,000 smackers for the return of Sayin. No, look. I am prepared to split that right down the middle.
Get lost, Arthur. It's no deal. Now listen, we need... I said listen! We need a motor.
Are you sure about the 5 grand? Look, I may be able to push them up to, 8? All right, just a thought. OK, I'll get a motor over to you. Give us the address again. Yeah, right, got it. Right, take care, Terry. See you.
Thanks, chum. Now, why don't you just drive on over? We'll keep you company.
Get knotted. What do you think I am?
If I leave you here, it will be as a...
You're not a nice man, Mr. Elliot. Not nice at all.
So Elliot set us up, using Di and me as stooges. Right. Now what I want to know from you, Sunshine, is who I'm dealing with and why. Also other little incidentals like how many, and are they or not coppers or something.
They are not police. I entered this country for... In Beirut, I'm a very respected man. Well known. I seldom leave the enclave held by my own faction, for we have enemies who want to kill...
Oh, that much I can vouch for, boyo.
Mahmoud Safir Sardi is a member of our government. He urged me to leave my people, come to London to have secret meetings with him. He guaranteed full protection, which I got, despite...
So this Sardi double-crossed you, and Elliot and the Glee Club are his...
And they have another go, your omnipotence. These lads don't give up.
I have to get back to my people. If you could only get me to the airport.
Yeah, that's no problem. My man's on his way with the wheels now.
Not this one, I think. The band.
I think this will go off okay,
The
boy.
latest
Shut up a
information
minute.
relating to the shooting which took place at Billingham Gardens, Kensington yesterday evening is that police have recovered 2 bullets and traces of blood which indicate at least 2 men were injured in the affray. Detectives are trying to trace the occupants of the house, which had been rented to a Middle Eastern government for some years, but at the moment they have no leads as to their identity.
Thank you, God, for that.
I must say, Chief, I admire your cool.
The work has to be done. Do you think we'll get through the airport in safety?
I don't know. Look, maybe you should call your embassy. They'd help, wouldn't they?
Who knows who to trust? Sardi is probably in control.
I wouldn't be doing this now if you'd pressed on with the assault on the house. What are we paying you for?
You wouldn't say that if you'd been there.
I thought the bodyguard was going to be a walkover.
Apparently, we were wrong.
Oh, no, my friend. You were wrong.
Come on up.
Let's hit it.
Oh, you're included, are you?
That's what I pay you for.
In that case, we'll do it my way.
What's the problem?
Stuck here in a ruddy pub, isn't it? Liquor everywhere and not a drop to drink.
Be time enough for that when this is over, mate. I might even join you.
Patience. I told him when to arrive.
Seems all right. Doesn't he come out? Dead cautious, our Arthur. Right, here's the plan.
Just sit like that.
Right, go over it.
Winking indicator means all clear.
Then we come down and you pick us up at the door.
And any obvious bother and we're on our own.
Yeah, get out as soon as you can. Use the confusion.
If there's any shooting, Terry, now, what do we do?
Dial 999. I'm sorry, but I'm not getting croaked for you, Mr. Syme.
I understand.
Window?
Yeah, all clear.
Good luck. Yeah, and thanks.
Don't thank me, Mr. Syme.
Right. You two get in position.
I really prefer not to be involved.
Listen. We take them as they cross the pavement to the van. Nothing could be simpler. The shooting will be done by my two men. You and I are merely spectators.
He must get into the van. Do not alert him in any way.
God, dear, you look terrible.
Let's get this over with, Terence.
Terence, you all right?
Yeah. Hobby, please.
Listen, you shouldn't mix with the heavy mob if it makes you ill. Ah. Thought it'd be something like this. I'll tell you what, Arthur, you don't shake easy, do you?
You will invite Syme into the van. Any warning will result in your death.
Yeah, all right. Keep your hair on.
Drive to the doorway. Come on.
Lovely grub, Abdul. We have a goal situation.
When I'm in Beirut, I will send you come and be my chef of the house.
All clear, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah. Bags of room.
Right then.
Dear, oh dear, Arthur, you've hit a police bus. It's police. Polizei, savvy?
No tricks.
Would I trick you, my son? Yeah, that's a bit of bad luck, isn't it? What, were you on the way to a match or a riot?
Could turn into one. Yeah, then I know you.
Well, maybe you do, maybe you don't, Squire. I always contribute to the benevolent fund, widows and orphans.
Oh, really? Got a funny one here. Right, you.
Listen, we got trouble. For God's sake, don't look round. There are shooters all over the place. 2 on the pavement, 1 in the back of the van. They're Arab terrorists. Can you handle it?
Right, sir. Name?
Blue shirt near the pub door and the geezer with a sling by the railings.
Yeah, okay. Driver's license?
Oh, of course. Di, over here. Come on, bring your mate. Come on. Nothing to worry about, just a slight itch.
Bad luck on you, I suppose, sir. A job vehicle?
Oh, well, it's an ill wind.
All set.
Right.
Get out!
you got there, then?
Where?
On your shoulder.
Ugh! Ugh! Get it off for us, will you?
Oh, very funny. One of this lot, is it?
Yep. I reckon you find he's got a bit of diplomatic immunity, though.
Is he badly hurt?
No. Just a touch of the older MEW.
MEW?
Marlene Waller.
Mr. McCann, I've radioed for a car to take you all down to the Nick. We've got a lot of sorting out to do.
Sorting out? Oh, no, listen, I just ran halfway round the...
Yes, if you get a citation or a hand on your collar.
Oh, it's charming, isn't it? I'll tell you what, look, my motor's there. I don't want to get nicked for parking, so I can take these gentlemen down there now.
All right. It's a Picton Street, Nick, do you know it?
Yeah, of course I do.
Ask for Detective Inspector Sampson.
I'll see you there, sir. Cheers.
All right, get rid of this lot. Come on, then.
Right, Abdul, we've just got time to get you to the airport.
Airport? What are you talking about? We're due down the Nick. And on the right side of the counter.
Oh, he's right, boyo. What? But on the other hand, we can't let our Effendi here get done on a false passport claim, now can we?
False passport? Terry, what have you got me into?
Got you into... Look, own up, Arthur. We're better off without him. Abdul is nothing but trouble.
Aiding and abetting illegal immigrants, assisting a felony, or they wouldn't like that down at the Picton Street, Nick.
Well, what you waiting for? Come on, off you go to the airport before the law puts a shout out on us.
There are other cars, Arthur.
Boarding now, sir.
Thank you so much. Well, gentlemen, what can I say?
No offense, Oshie, but I like the sound of goodbye.
Well, goodbye then. And I hope you will not be offended. I wish you to accept these checks.
£1,000.
Listen, Mr. Sign, there's...
You saved my life.
Thank you, boys. Oh, yeah, they should just take care of the van and my driving ticket. Reckless, they said. And what a shady character you turned out to be. I think I consider going into business with you.